Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to the 2-week Taco Dawn. Tweaker Taco. You guys gave me the best names. Health tracker. Krasnov's health tracker. Trump Krasnov. Dude has been a Russian agent since the 80s, or at least in bed with you-know-who. Who's, I don't think, alive anymore, but still being run by his oligarchs. Trump has managed to infiltrate our government with people who have deep ties to Russia. Okay, right there. Sunday, June 22nd. Ooh. Okay. So when we get, there are a couple cards that have to do with a grave or an acute illness. The Hermit, when it comes through reversed, is one of those cards for me. So we're talking maybe a virus going on in the morning that's really getting to him. At the least, a headache. It could even be like an appendicitis attack. But it's usually a card of an acute illness. Because it's ruled by Virgo, we are talking about the endocrine system and the digestion. It's like spleen, endocrine system that rules everything. The endocrine system is, it creates homeostasis in the body, so that all the systems can work together. And I'm wondering if he's just having, those system breakdowns that are all connected. I do feel like it's going to be prostate cancer or a stroke that takes him out, though, which is also a heart problem for him. Okay. Biggest challenge for the day, boy, to have the Queen of Pentacles to come through doubly reversed. This is him in his workaholic tendencies. And I know you guys are going to go, what? He doesn't work. All he does is golf. He's not able to physically blow off energy anymore because of his advanced age and terrible health issues. So he's not even golfing well. He's, and all he ever did is ride around the friggin' cart anyway. He's never walked to 19 holes, I don't think, in his life. But anyway, or is it 18? I don't know. I don't golf. Yeah. I won't go there. So anyhow, Queen of Pentacles is like, oh no, what about my hair? It's one of those. But again, nervous system, again, it's Uranus ruling the nervous system, but also in Virgo ruling digestion. So, systems aren't working together. Again, both of these cards are saying the same thing. If this is a person that's supposed to be helping him, this could be Susie Wiles, because she's an earth sign woman. If I remember correctly, she's a Taurus. So he could be fighting with her. And then also, I think, what's her name? The little press secretary. I think she's a Virgo. What's her name? Caroline Levitt. I doubt she's fighting with him because she's, not in her own authority. But Susie Wiles could certainly give him some trouble. Okay, maybe Susie Wiles says, dude, your hair, what the fuck are you doing, man? Stop with the whoosh, all over the place in the Aquanet. Just let it go. Just put your hat on, shave your head, whatever. Okay, early in the morning. Oh boy. So we have the, Page of Cups. This is everything. It's related to that area down south. Josie called it the mushroom field. So this is about the mushroom field. This has to do with insanity. The moon reverses are a card for insanity. It's also paranoia, a lot of confusion, really somebody who's very, very depressed. And yeah, we'll just leave that there. He's depressed because things down south are not working well at all. Things in the mushroom field are terrible. But also, I think it's more than that. I really, because of all the other cards I've gotten, I've always felt that it's either prostate cancer, bladder cancer, it could be colon cancer. I think it's I think his death certificate, when it finally comes through, is going to say lymphedema, or cancerous lymphedema, something like that. Or maybe it'll be a stroke. Okay, so Midday. So these two cards are first thing in the morning. Here we've got Midday, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Huh. Somebody from his past maybe be coming in to help him out. But on the level of health, I should stick with that because that's the intention here. With the Six of Cups coming through upright, and I can't really say that it's one of those days where his dementia is getting the best of him. He might be having a better day with that. But then again, we've got the Insanity card up here. So, yeah, it's like, I think this is probably just a bad card flop, and this should be reversed. And maybe even this one, maybe even the Knight of Swords. But anyway, the Six of Cups, when it comes to health, this is people, well, it's not reversed, so I can't really, if it were reversed, I would be looking at trauma, childhood abuse, people who are not loyal to him anymore. And we know he demands that. And just on another note that doesn't have anything to do with the cards, just the pattern of a person with the level of psychopathy that he carries, they will always wind up being betrayed, because that's all they do is betray other people. Their relationships are built on betrayal and conflict, and that demand for loyalty, which when push comes to shove, they'll either all go down together or they'll go against him, which is kind of what he's doing now. He's beating up Tulsi Gabbard, and he's always been cruel to Alina Habba. So, and who knows what he's saying about Kristi Noem. There might be something in there as well. So anyway, I can only imagine what Susie Wiles puts up with, because she's with him on a daily basis, I would think. So anyhow, I'll just let that one go, because I really do think it should have been reversed, and it's about his dementia. And it's going full steam ahead, with the Knight of Swords. It's just going crazy, moving fast. His opinions are flying all over the place. Now, on another level, this could be him, because this is a travel card. See how you've got Mars and Aquarius? So Mars moves energy. Aquarius is an air sign that related to air travel. So it could be visiting. He could be flying today to go see somebody that that is connected to his past, maybe even his childhood. Okay, then later in the evening we have the Tower. Oh my goodness, we have the Tower and the Hierophant reversed. Tower upright. So the Tower upright is a disaster card. It's a major shock. It's ruled by Uranus and Mars. Old traditions call it Mars. I added Uranus because you can see it right there. And so this can be a stroke. This can be the need to take some time off. It's also our card for the whole skeletal system. It can have to do with his addictions that are just blown wide open, and other people in the government see that. But then again, it could just be him blowing his top, because he goes into rage. When he's able to watch the news all the time, he winds up going into rage, and then he watches things, on his phone, and whatever people are saying about him, he'll start attacking. Like, he's all over Fox, and he's on the rampage about Fox News. And won't that be interesting when Fox, because we know they have this pattern of saying whatever, putting out there, and well, we know that they've put out a lot of Russian propaganda, of course, but when it comes to their followers, their viewers, they will always put out what they want to hear. So the more his ratings go down and the more he's having trouble, Fox News will begin reporting more and more of that, and that is exactly what they're doing. So he's tanking, and he's blown his top about it with this one. This can be an experience. The Tower card can be an experience that changes a person's belief system, and at first they're shocked, and it could be just a big old health breakdown. I'm hoping that's at some point, what else is going to happen? Because Congress isn't really doing anything. I mean, the Democrats are doing as much as they can, but something's got to break at some point. Well, this is a breaking card. And then here's our government card, the Hierophant, but it comes through reversed. So on the level of health, this is everything that rules his, from like the lower, ears and then lower jaw. It's, because it's ruled by Taurus. But it's also one of the cards for ruling the cerebellum part of the brain and thyroid too. Now, when it's reversed, this is his lack of inner authority, and he's stuck in guilt, but he's not going to ever feel the guilt that he's in. But he's stuck in that, attracting. And he's guilty for so many things. Now, on another level, this is a card of restriction and resistance. And so this could be the restriction he's experiencing in his body, and the other people in their resistance towards him. Because we've had it. Okay, and then we also have Temperance and the Queen of Cups reverse. So later in the evening, maybe there's an explosion type of a thing that really messes with his head. And then he gets some support to balance things out. I mean, it's not reversed, so I can't really say that it's terrible, but again, whoever's helping him balance out, she's not trustworthy. And then again, too, on another level, this Queen of Cups reverses could be something going on with Pam Bondi. She's a Scorpio, and then who else? There's another. Oh, you know what? This could be any of the Democratic women who oppose him, because this is my Elizabeth Warren is a Cancer. Amy Berman Jackson and Tanya Chutkin, those two judges, could be one of those. It could be Ivana haunting him, because she was a Pisces. And yeah, I don't know. The only thing I like seeing here is, can you feel my horns coming out? I like the, we'll see what's on the bottom of the deck, but I like the Hermit reversed, Moon reversed, and that Tower there. And then all the other systems are about his brain's not working right, and he's got problems in the mushroom field. Cool. Okay, at the bottom, Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Okay, but Three of Swords come through reversed. So is this, I'm wondering if this is two physical medical procedures on his heart. Like maybe there's another stent put in. Maybe this is indicating the second, because we know he's already had one. Maybe this is the second stent. Because when the Three of Swords comes through reverse, it's just one of my cards for major heart problems and heart surgery, or at least an illness around the heart. Now, I would think he has, congestive heart problems going on. I think the edema issues all over the place. And, all the trouble in his body that way is definitely indicated with congestive heart problems. It's, the toxins and the drugs. It's like you can't take drugs like that all your life. And recreational drugs that aren't even, you don't know, they haven't been tested for other substances, right? Like is it possible to buy like pharmaceutical cocaine? Is there such a thing? I doubt it. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's in something else, but not the way he gets it from Don Jr. So, okay, that's it for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Take good care as always. Bye.